Oh, we really about to ruffle some pastel colored feathers with this one. But y'all know I didn't come here to make you comfortable. I came here to make you think. Because if Easter was really about Jesus rising from the dead, why is it based on moon cycles, fertility rituals, and spring symbols that were being celebrated thousands of years before Christianity even existed? Like, did Jesus really rise again? Or did the church just hit Control-C on pagan spring festivals and call it divine intervention? I think we all know the answer to that, but for those of you who don't, here's 10 everyday things you do that are rooted in witchcraft, Easter edition. Number 1, the name Easter itself. So let's start with the name, because Easter doesn't come from anything in the Bible. It comes from Istra, or Ostara, who was the Germanic goddess of spring and fertility. An 8th century monk named Bede wrote that April was named after her and that pagan celebrations were held in her honor. Christianity didn't invent this. It just borrowed the timing and rebranded it. Number 2, the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny comes from ancient pagan fertility symbolism, where hares were sacred to Istra and associated with the moon and fertility and rebirth. Their high reproductive energy made them symbols of new life, which early Christians thought fit nicely with their resurrection story. Number 3, egg symbolism. Eggs have absolutely nothing to do with the crucifixion, but they've been used in rituals for thousands of years as symbols of creation and rebirth and cosmic potential. Ancient Persians, Egyptians, and Romans gifted eggs during the spring equinox to celebrate renewal, long before Christianity ever existed. Number 4, dyeing eggs. The act of coloring eggs, especially red ones, predates Christianity and was used in fertility rites and protection spells. In Slavic and Mediterranean cultures, red eggs symbolized the life force. Some even say menstrual blood, which was a sacred symbol of creation in goddess traditions. Christians just added their spin, claiming red symbolized Jesus' blood. Number 5, sunrise services. Modern Eastern sunrise services mirror ancient spring equinox observances. Across many pagan traditions, the rising sun symbolized victory of light over darkness, and equinox festivals marked the turning of the year toward life and growth. These celebrations were held at dawn to honor the literal and symbolic return of light. So the concept of resurrection was already baked into the seasonal cycle. Number 6, feasting and abundance. Seasonal feasts during spring were a central feature of pagan and earth-based traditions. They celebrated the return of life to the land, fertility of the earth, and gratitude for survival through the winter. Food offerings were sometimes made to deities or ancestors. Christian traditions around Easter meals draw from this long-standing association between spring and abundance. Number 7, lamb imagery. The lamb has long symbolized purity, new life, and spring renewal in agricultural societies. Before being tied to Jesus as the Lamb of God, lambs were part of spring fertility rites and seasonal offerings in pre-Christian Europe and in the Near East. The Christian meaning was layered over these older traditions. Number 8, hot cross buns. These sticky little breads were originally moon cakes or seasonal breads marked with a solar cross, which represented the 4 quarters of the year or the phases of the moon. The Christian version just slapped a resurrection story on it and made it a Good Friday thing. The bun stayed, the meaning changed. Number 9, Easter baskets. The tradition of using baskets during Easter has origins in pagan fertility rituals where offerings of food, flowers, and decorated eggs were placed in baskets and brought to altars or sacred spaces. These baskets symbolized abundance, gratitude, and blessings for the season ahead. Modern candy baskets are a commercial adaptation of this ancient practice. And number 10, Jesus and the sun connection. The resurrection of Jesus is celebrated during the spring season, which is aligned with the vernal equinox and the full moon, not with any historical date. This is why it's never on the same day every year. This timing actually echoes pre-Christian solar myths where the sun, S-U-N, dies at the winter solstice, remains still for 3 days, and then is reborn, bringing light back to the world. Many ancient deities actually followed this death rebirth cycle as well. Osiris, Dionysus, Attis, and the story of Jesus fits the same seasonal framework. The symbolic overlap between the Son of God and the rising sun is not accidental or coincidental. It reflects continuity of mythic themes that predate Christianity by centuries. So to wrap it all up, it wasn't the Son of God who rose, it was the church's marketing team.